Here's Charles, and then Finn is coming. Finn's connecting. So we've got a lot of kids.
Yeah, we're coming. We'll be right here.
Okay, yeah, no rush. So yay. All right, so before we go over the schedule, let's wait for a couple more friends to get here. We can read a book while we wait for everybody to get here, and then we'll start calendar. So we'll do our schedule and calendar time after our book. Okay, so this book is called Chrysanthemum, and it's written by the same person who wrote Wimberley Worry, and the same person who wrote the book we read yesterday about the little mouse. I can't find it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Don't kick the printer, please.
Right there, yep. Okay, so Chrysanthemum by Kevin Hinks. Has anybody read this one before? Some of you have? Yeah, you have? Ooh, Elliot's read it. Catherine hasn't. That'll be a new book. Vina hasn't read it yet. It's really good. It's about a little mouse named Chrysanthemum who is like so excited to start school. But then she starts school and some of her classmates aren't very nice to her. And let's see what happens. Good morning, Isley. So let's see what happens when some of her classmates aren't very nice to her. Let's see. Chrysanthemum. The day she was born, Chrysanthemum was the happiest day of her parents' lives. She's perfect, said her mother. She's perfect, said her father. And she was absolutely perfect. So that's the day she was born. Her name must be everything she is, said her mother. Her name must be absolutely perfect, said her father. And it was Chrysanthemum. Her parents named her Chrysanthemum. And a chrysanthemum is a type of flower that looks like this. It's a beautiful yellow flower. So her parents named her Chrysanthemum after that flower. I'm gonna move my computer so hopefully the kids in the classroom will be able to see just a little bit better. Okay, so they named her Chrysanthemum after that yellow flower, but it's a long name though, isn't it? Chrysanthemum grew and grew, and when she was old enough to participate in it, Chrysanthemum loved her name. So she really loved her name. She loved the way it sounded when her mother woke her up in the morning. She loved the way it sounded when her father called her for dinner. And she loved the way it sounded when she whispered it to herself in the bathroom mirror. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum loved the way her name looked when it was written with ink on an envelope. She loved the way it looked when it was written in icing on her birthday cake. And she loved the way it looked when she wrote it herself with her big orange crayon. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. So it's a really long name, right? But it's a pretty name. It's named after that yellow flower.
I like yellow.
Yeah? Chrysanthemum thought her name was absolutely perfect. And then she started school. On the first day, Chrysanthemum wore her sunniest dress and her brightest smile. She ran all the way. Hooray, said Chrysanthemum, school! Oh, she was so excited to start school. But when Miss Chud, the teacher, took roll, everyone giggled when they heard Chrysanthemum's name. Oh, so the other kids are named Dawn, Evie, Max, Al, Bill, Sue, Tom, Sam, and then Chrysanthemum. So look, her name is so long, and all the other kids laughed. Just because her name was long? Oh, it's not very nice. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to make our friends feel bad. It's so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on your name tag, said Rita. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. You're named after a flower. That's awesome, Ford. Chrysanthemum wilted. Oh, look at her. There she is. She wilted like a flower. So if flowers don't get enough water or sunlight, or if they're not very happy and healthy, they go like this and they Oh, they wilt. And so Chrysanthemum is sad and she wilted like a flower. Oh. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect anymore. Now she thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and told Mrs. Chudd that Chrysanthemum's name was spelled with 13 letters. That's half the alphabet, said Victoria. Thank you for sharing that with us, said Miss Chudd. Oh. If I had a name like yours, I'd change it, said Victoria. I wish I could, thought Chrysanthemum. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. My name is too long. It barely even fits on my name tag. Oh, said her mother, your name is beautiful and precious and priceless, just like you, said her father. It's everything you are, said her mother. Absolutely perfect, said her father. So she got home from school and she was feeling really sad, but her parents made her feel better, right? So we want to make sure that we never make any of our classmates feel like this, right? We wouldn't want to. And so far, nobody is doing that. You're all so wonderful and kind to each other and such good friends. Good morning, Aya. Welcome. How are you doing, sweetie? Hi.
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Chrysanthemum felt
I've also read this book before.
favorite dinner. Oh, you have? Cool.
It's so good.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's good. And an evening filled with kisses and games. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that her name was Jane. It was a very nice dream. Oh, so she dreamed that she had a nice short name that night. The next morning, Chrysanthemum wore her most comfortable jumper. She walked to school as slowly as she could. She dragged her feet in the dirt. Chrysanthemum, 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 she wrote in the dirt as she walked. She even looks like a flower, said Victoria, as Chrysanthemum went to the playground. Let's pick her, said Rita, pointing. Let's smell her, said Joe. Chrysanthemum wilted again. Oh. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect anymore. The next day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and said, a chrysanthemum is a flower that lives in dirt with worms. Thank you for sharing that, said Miss Chudd. Oh, I just cannot believe your name, Victoria said as the students lined up to go home. Neither can I, thought Chrysanthemum. Look how sad she looks. Oh, yeah, we never want to make fun of anybody and make them feel sad like that. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. They said I even look like a flower, and they pretended to pick me and smell me. Yes, Isley, do you have a question?
Yes.
Isley's right here. She has a question. Yes, Isley, what's your question?
Did you know that I never try to make people feel like that? I always, when people want something to play with, I always just run over there and say, when you want to play.
Oh, that's so nice. Isley said that she tries to never make people feel sad like that. If somebody's lonely and needs somebody to play with, Isley says she always goes over to them and says, do you want to play? Do you need a friend? That's so sweet, Isley. Aya, did you have your hand up, sweetie?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, maybe they want some alone time. So you could always ask them. You could say, do you want some alone time or do you want a friend to play with? That would be a great thing, yeah. Okay, let's keep reading. Let's see what happens. Chrysanthemum's parents made her feel better. Chrysanthemum felt a little bit better after her favorite dessert of chocolate cake with buttercream frosting and another evening filled with hugs and games. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that she really was a chrysanthemum flower. She sprouted leaves and petals, and Victoria picked her and plucked her petals. Oh, what a nightmare. That sounds like a bad dream. It sounds like a nightmare. Chrysanthemum wore her outfit with 7 pockets the next morning. She loaded the pockets with her most prized possessions of good luck charms. Chrysanthemum took the longest route possible to school. She stopped and stared at each and every flower. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Oh. That morning, the students were introduced to Mrs. Twinkle, the music teacher. Her voice was like something out of a dream, as everything else was about her too. The students loved her. They thought Mrs. Twinkle was a wonderful teacher. They went out of their way to make a good impression. So there's Mrs. Twinkle, their music teacher. There she is. They just met their music teacher for the first time, Mrs. Twinkle. Mrs. Twinkle, yeah, you want to see her? I'll be right back. I'm going to show the kids. So there's her music teacher. There's their music teacher, Mrs. Twinkle.
I know. I can see it.
Yeah, so there's their music teacher, Mrs. Twinkle. And you know, teachers usually go by their second name, their last name. You know, we all have two names. Like I go by Miss Vanderendy, right? But my first name is Adriana. So like, for example, like Colin's first name is Colin and his last name is McCurtis, right? Like an example, Aya's first name is Islet, but her last name is Joseph, right? So we have two names. So we know that Mrs. Twinkle is her last name, but we don't know what her first name is yet. Ooh, okay, let's keep reading. That's true. Mrs. Twinkle led the students in singing. Then she assigned roles for the class musical. Victoria was chosen as the dainty fairy queen. Rita was chosen as the spiffy butterfly princess. Jo was chosen as the all-important pixie messenger. And Chrysanthemum was chosen to be a daisy flower. And a daisy is another type of flower. Chrysanthemum's a daisy, chrysanthemum's a daisy, Jo, Rita, and Victoria chanted, thinking it was so funny. Chrysanthemum wilted again. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. What's so funny? Asked Mrs. Twinkle. Chrysanthemum, they all said. Her name is so long, said Jo. Her name barely fits on a name tag. She's named after a flower, they all told Mrs. Twinkle. Ooh, let's see what Mrs. Twinkle says. Let's see what she does. Well, Mrs. Twinkle said, well, my name is very long too. It is, said Jo. Oh, yes. My name barely fits on a name tag either, said Mrs. Twinkle. It doesn't, said Victoria. And, said Mrs. Twinkle, I'm named after a flower too. You are? Yes, said Mrs. Twinkle. My name is Delphinium Twinkle. And if my little baby girl, because look, she's pregnant, if her little baby girl is named is a girl, she might be named after a flower too. Chrysanthemum could barely believe her ears. She blushed, she beamed, she bloomed. Oh, so that made Chrysanthemum feel so much better that Mrs. Twinkle loves her name, and Mrs. Twinkle is also named after a flower. Delphinium flowers kind of look like this. This is what delphinium flowers look like. Delphinium flowers look like these. And that's what Mrs. Twinkle's first name is, Delphinium. Her first name is Delphinium, and it's Twinkle. Okay, let's see what her classmates think about that. Jo, Rita, and Victoria looked at Chrysanthemum longingly. I want to change my name to Marigold, said Jo. I want to change my name to Carnation, said Rita. My name could be Lily of the Valley, said Victoria. Oh, now they all want their names to be flower names, just like Chrysanthemum and Delphinium. Chrysanthemum did not think her name was absolutely perfect anymore. Now she knew it. Oh, now look how happy she is. She's really happy because Mrs. Twinkle helped her realize that it's really great to be different, right? It's fun to be different. It's really fun to have a really different name that's long and beautiful like a flower, right? So if your friends are really different from you, that doesn't mean you want to make fun of them, right? That means you want to make them like feel special about why they're different, right? Okay.
I
Let's
told you that book was good.
I know, you were right, Aya. So good. Okay, let's go over our schedule for the day. We have
Do you like my bow?
is done. I do very much. Super cute. Now we're doing morning meeting. We're going to go over the schedule. We read a book. And now we're going to do calendar. Yes. Yes, it is. You can check it off. Then we're going to do our journals. Then we're going to do some math. Then we'll have a break. We'll have a nice long break. And when we come back from the break, we're going to be in Mrs. Burke's Zoom for music. Then we're going to do some foundations, and we're going to do letter N today. And then social studies, we're going to talk some more about our families. And then story time, we're going to read some books. And then the kids in school will get packed up and ready to go home. Okay? So there's the
Hello.
schedule today.
Guess what? I have two bows, and I can't remember who got them for me, but I do remember someone got them for me.
Yeah, I like those two bows.
My mom got them for me. She just reminded me. She pointed right at herself.
Yeah, those are super cute bows. All right,
My mom
everybody.
is so funny.
Can you see our schedule? Our calendar on there? Can you
Yes.
see our calendar? Okay, cool. So I am pointing to the month. Does everybody know? Do you remember what month it is? It starts with an S.
September. What are you doing?
It is September. Now I'm pointing to the year. Do you remember what year it is? 2020. Or you can say 2020. Because look,
2020.
there's 120 and another 20. So 2020.
2020.
Okay, let's figure out that
2020 or 2020.
was the 9th, September 9th. What comes after 9? 10.
10.
That's right. Thanks, I 10. So let's see. 1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5, 6, 7,
8,
8,
9,
9, 10.
Oh, we're right. But what color is it today? What
Blue,
color?
blue, 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 blue.
We've got blue,
Blue.
blue,
Blah, blah.
blue, and red.
Blue.
So what would today be?
Blue, blue, blue.
Here's my
The blue is so
blue
pretty.
number 10. Blue number 10. Now, what two numbers are in the number 10?
1 and a 0.
Yes, a 1 and a 0. 1 and a 0 in the number 10.
1, 0.
Good, very good. So there we go. There's my date. Now, let's look at the day of the week. Let's find the day of the week. We point to the
1,
day,
0.
and then we go up, and it starts with a TH. A TH makes a sound like birthday. So I'm going to come over here.
Guess what?
My day.
Tomorrow I'm getting my new toys.
That's awesome. And I'm going to move my arrow Wednesday with W.
Okay.
Thursday with the TH. You know what, guys? We've got to change our weather because the season is summer. It's still summer, even though it feels like fall outside today. But yesterday, the weather was rainy and hot. But it's not rainy and hot anymore, is it? So, yeah, it's not rainy. I'm going to take down rainy. I think outside right now, it looks pretty cloudy outside right now. Yeah, it looks cloudy. So I'm going to put cloudy up. And gosh, it is definitely not hot anymore. Look, this says hot. Hot starts with an H. It's not hot anymore, so I'm going to put hot here. Now, it's pretty cold out there. So I'm going to put cold, because it's cold.
Oh.
So now,
Do you like my
weather
dress?
is cloudy and cold.
Not
Summer. It's going to be the first day of fall on this week right here. So we still have some time until fall. Okay, let's go over our months of the year. Let's see. January is the very first month of the year.
January, February,
March, April, May,
June,
July, August, September. That's what it is.
September, October,
And then October, November, December. What did I forget?
October. Mommy love. October, November, December.
All right, now let's do some patterns. Let's do some patterns. Try to move this.
What baby do you show?
Okay, let's see.
Ready.
We had a really cool pattern yesterday. Let's try to come up with a new pattern today. What do you think? Wheeler has his hands up. Wheeler, what kind of pattern do you think? Oh, an A, B, B, B pattern? Very interesting.
A B B B B B. A B B. I have a question. A B B B. A B B B. A B B B. A baby.
Okay, and was it an A's and B's?
I can listen.
Okay, let's see. Isley, did you have your hands up? What's your idea for the pattern, Isley?
A B B B B B C.
Whoa, a lot of B's. Okay, Charles, you've got your hand up. What's your idea for the pattern, Charles?
I don't have an idea for that, but it is show and tell on Monday or Friday.
Show and tell is on Friday. It's tomorrow. Yay, show and tell's tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Let's see what kind of, oh, Cora, do you have an idea for the pattern? What do you think? Oh, interesting idea. Okay, let's see. Oh, Aya, you've got an idea? What's your idea, Aya?
No, I just wanted to tell you that tomorrow I'm getting new ladybug toys.
Awesome, fun. And maybe Charles will give us an update on his ladybugs that he's growing tomorrow. And you can show us your ladybug toys if you get them by show and tell time. Okay, let's figure out what pattern I'm doing. Try to figure it out, okay? And then we'll go over it together. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't think we've had this pattern before. First, can y'all see online? Let's see. First, let's do the pattern by shape first, okay? Let's see what it is. We've got rectangle, rectangle, star. Rectangle, 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 star. What kind of letter pattern do you think that would be? Does anybody know? Oh, yeah. Four thinks it was A, B. A, B. Okay, let's try.
A,
Think so? Let's see. A, B. A, B. All right, A, B. Okay, I've got kind of a silly way to do the pattern. Should we try to do it by color? Yeah. Okay, let's try to do the pattern by color. You ready? Green,
green, green, green, green, green, green, green.
I thought what color would come next? What do you think?
Green.
Totally be green next. There's no other colors. So funny. Yes.
Green.
There is some white in between. You're right. Yes. All right, guys. That was a wonderful calendar time. Let's head over to our schedule and check off calendar and morning meeting. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna watch you go for a second, okay? We're gonna check off morning meeting right there. There we go. Next on our schedule is journals. So if you're at home, go ahead and get your journal out. And if you're at school, get your journal out. I'll help you 1 second. And then I see you have a question? Or something to say? What do you want to say?
I have a stuffed animal kitty.
You do. That's so sweet. It looks like a little gray stuffed animal kitty.
It is gray. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get
Good job. Very.
So wait right here. I'm gonna get a teacher to walk you down there. So kids at home, let's have like just 1 minute to get your journals out and find the right page. And I'm gonna help the kids in the classroom. So everybody's gonna be getting their journals out and finding today's page, okay? And today's page is gonna say September 10th because that's our date. So I'm gonna put this right here so you'll know to get your journal out. I'm gonna help the kids in the classroom and I will be right back. We'll find somebody to down
This is my book, but it has one of the wheels. What does this say?
We're gonna figure it out today.
My favorites are answered right now. My favorite family vacation.
Sure, I'll get it. I'll get your journal.
Daddy? Daddy? Yes, you forgot to write my page in the journal for today. And I need journal right now.
You can write the date.
My favorite family vacation.
What is it?
Like
Number 10, okay?
whole family.
Any vacation we went on. I'll help you guys do it.
I don't know why my favorite. I don't know why you do that.
And now the year.
How do you spell going
20.
status? Because I favorite
Comma after
family
the,
was my
and
mom. We go with that.
put a little comma after the 10. You know what a comma is? Go to that previous page. This is a comma. A little one.
Okay, everybody, we got the kids in the classroom all settled with their journals.
Mhm.
We just checked off morning meeting,
I'll
right?
check off too.
Okay, so, and Harrison, I've got yours right here.
Mhm.
So everybody got their journal? All right, I'm gonna
My
tell you.
board have enough pages to check off. But
Oh, yeah.
else having that
Paper schedule. Okay, so today, the date we figured out in morning meeting was September 10th, 2020. So there's the date at the top of your journal page. And then it should say, my favorite family vacation was, because in social studies, we've been talking about families and how all of our families are so different, right? So think about somewhere you went with your families. It could be a big vacation, or it could just be a little vacation. And think about which one was your favorite, which vacation, which traveling was your favorite done with your family. And then if you want, we can share it. So you can draw right there where you went with your family. Yes, I'm helping you.
You can use whatever you want to draw. Markers, color pencils, whatever you want.
Ford's favorite family vacation was going to Port Aransas, was going to the beach with his family. So Ford is going to draw Port Aransas vacation right there. And maybe he could even try to finish the sentence. Maybe he could even try to write Port Aransas if he
My
wanted.
my favorite one was going to Port Aransas was Laura, Vivi, and my daddy because I got to see my friend Frankie for the first
Oh, wow, that's awesome, Aya. So Ford and
went to
Aya
the beach.
have the same favorite
And we
family
went to the
vacation.
beach.
They both have
Mm.
Port Aransas.
And we went to the beach.
Yes. Okay, don't worry. We'll all get to share. Be patient. Isley, what was your favorite family vacation? What are you going to draw in your journal?
My favorite family vacation is when I went to Galveston Beach, and and there was even a hotel.
Whoa, so far we have Aya, Ford, and Isley all have favorite beach vacations. I love it. So y'all are going to draw
And
your
guess
family
what?
at the beach?
Guess what? One time, and guess what? Sometime soon, I think me and mom and my brother are going to the ocean.
Ooh, more beaches and oceans. Awesome. Okay, Wheeler and then Catherine and then Adeline. Wheeler, what's your favorite family vacation? What are you going to draw in your journal? Yes, it can be something really long time ago. Sure. Yes, definitely. Where did you go a really long time ago? Ooh, it's the beach too for Wheeler. Catherine, what was your favorite family vacation?
Mountain.
What was yours, Catherine? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Skiing.
Oh, skiing. Catherine went skiing with her family, and that was her favorite family vacation. Awesome. What about you, Adeline? Oh, Adeline's favorite family vacation is going to her grandmother's for Christmas with her family. I love it. So that's what you could draw, Adeline. So let's see Ford's drawing for his family vacation. Oh yeah, looks good, Ford. Do you want to tell us about it?
That's me with my sandcastle, and that's the sand, and that's a big wave about to hit.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. He did a sandcastle and a big wave at the beach. Really? Harrison, do you want to do your favorite family vacation here? You could draw your favorite family vacation. All right, Wheeler, did you want to draw the beach here for your favorite family vacation?
I wanted to know how to spell I am at the beach.
Oh, well, we could write I, right? The letter I. Oh, Harrison's going to try to finish the sentence himself with his writing. You can always try to do that too.
I need help writing my whole thing.
Okay, I'm going to help the kids in here with some of their writing. Oh, wow, Colin, I love it. Here's Colin's journal, everybody. He says, my favorite family vacation was, let's see, was which house in New Orleans? Oh,
Mickey House.
oh my gosh, it's amazing. So,
Mickey House.
okay, awesome. I'll share in just a second. So Collins was Mickey House in New Orleans. So New Orleans is in a different state. It's in Louisiana.
In Orlando.
Orlando. Okay, I'm sorry. It's hard to read on the screen. Okay, so in Orlando, that's right. Have y'all been to Orlando? Mickey's house in Orlando? No? So that was,
dog there.
they have what there?
She's asking a question.
We have a car name.
Wait, what name?
What's the car name?
The car's name is Ducky.
The car name is Ducky.
Oh my gosh, you have a car named Ducky there? That is so cute. Oh, so fun. I went to Orlando once when I was a kid too. I think it was when I was about in second grade I went, and it was so fun. So fun.
Where you live?
Yeah, I live in Austin now, and I still lived in Texas when I was a kid, but I went on a family vacation to Orlando with my dad and my brother. It was really fun. Okay, Aya, your hand is up. What's your favorite family vacation, Aya?
I didn't already tell you Port Aransas.
Port Aransas. Oh, that's right. You already told me it was Port Aransas. Did you draw it?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Okay, just let me go get it.
Okay. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'd like to see it. Oh, good, Charles. There's Charles. Charles, tell us about your favorite family vacation. And you, I know your hands up. I'll help you in a second.
Okay, this is it.
Oh, let's see. Aya, that looks awesome. That's y'all at the beach, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good. Okay. And Charles, do you want to tell us about your favorite family vacation?
This is the best I can draw, but it's supposed to be us in Palo Canyon.
Ooh, in Palo Duro Canyon. I've been there before too. It's a beautiful place. There's like big mountains and stuff. That's awesome, Charles. Okay. Yes, I've been to the Grand Canyon. Oh, now Ford is talking about going to the Grand Canyon. That would be a good family vacation too. Okay, let me help Wheeler do some writing, okay?
I can do a little bow if I want. Yes. There it goes.
You want to ask?
Eyelet.
Eyelet. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Finn has a question for you.
What ladybug toys are you getting? Oh, well, I have a favorite show of Ladybug, and I'm getting the bad guy Stormy Weather, and I'm getting the superhero Ladybug.
Oh, yeah. We like that show, too. Ladybug and Cat Noir, right?
Yeah, it's Ladybug and Cat Noir. They go save the day.
Yeah. So you like Stormy Weather, and what was the other one?
Ladybug.
Oh, and Ladybug. Cool. Thank you.
You know they had toys.
I know. It's pretty cool.
So, Catherine, do you want to share something? And then Colin, I see your hand up, Colin.
I love skiing.
Do you know that Catherine Harrison did in his journal, his favorite family vacation was Colorado. Did you maybe go skiing in Colorado? Yeah.
Nanny and my mom and my dad.
Oh, yeah. I love Colorado too. Skiing is I'm not very good at it, but are you getting good at it?
Except they still have to hold on to my private coat.
Yeah. Okay, Colin, did you have something you wanted to say, Colin? Was your hand up?
A lot of new place to go to on your vacation.
What was that? Speak up a little louder, sweetie.
Well, which new place to go when you live all night and all day?
So, wait, which new place to go?
Yeah.
For her, you want to ask what's her favorite vacation?
What your favorite vacation?
Oh, Colin, I love that question. Colin just asked what my favorite vacation was with my family. Oh, I love that, Colin. Gosh, I think my favorite family vacation, gosh, it's really hard to pick. When I was a kid, my favorite family vacation would always be road trips to go camping in Big Bend National Park. And then sometimes we would also go camping in Colorado, and we would take a car and we'd drive to Colorado and go camping. Those were my favorite family vacations. I love camping and hiking. Thank you for asking me that, Colin.
You live in the forest?
I live in Texas. I live in Austin, but we would go in camping in a forest, like in Colorado. It was fun. We saw a lot of cool animals.
Oh, she's answering.
And I see you've got your hand up, Finn. What do you want to say? Ooh, let's share your journal.
It's,
Oh my gosh.
So it's a kitty in the water, and cats don't like water.
Cats do not like water. And Finn says his favorite family vacation was going to the beach in Boston. So it was another beach family vacation. Nice.
I'm gonna do the
Be careful, it's hard.
Very good.
Hey,
Catherine,
Daddy, can you switch? I gotta get to my
go
meeting.
ahead and start math.
My dad is going camping.
Your dad is? Fun. Oh my gosh, I want to go camping soon. I love it. Okay. All right, everybody. We are going to check off journals on our schedule. Wheeler, what do you want to say? It is. You did fantastic, Wheeler. So we're going to go ahead and check off journals. We did a great job with our journals. And I see Vina's favorite family vacation was going to Legoland. Awesome. Have y'all been to Legoland? Vina went. We'll have to ask Vina. She's going to be coming to the classroom in a couple weeks. Vina's so cool. I've never been to Legoland. Colin, did you want to say something about Legoland?
And there were dragons.
Oh, Colin says there's dragons at Legoland.
And the dragon and the coaster is going to make you crazy all around.
So cool. All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and put your journals away. Y'all did a great job on journals today. I think next week we can start with y'all doing some of the writing. Maybe next week you guys can start writing the dates, and we'll start doing little bits of writing, little by little, okay? So we can go ahead and put our journals away. Great job. I see Adeline put her journal away, and Harrison's putting his journal away. Awesome. And Ford's going to put his journal away. Wonderful. And now, next on our schedule is math. So now, let's get out your math textbook. Get out your math textbook right here. Okay, you can keep working. That's okay. So get out your math textbook. So it's the one that says textbook with a T, and it's the dark orange one. Okay, so we are going to go to page number 6. Do you see that little number 6 there in the corner? We're going to go to page number 6 in our math textbooks. Good. Okay, I'm going to help the kids in the classroom get to the right page. I'll be right back, kids at home. You're close. That one can stay in our presentation slide. The math textbook. Where is it? Here it is. It was way at the bottom. Super at the bottom. There we go. Page number 6. We got it. Oh, you got it, boy.
We have to check off again.
We can check off journals. Yes, the one that starts with a J.
Okay, I checked it off.
You can still read your journal. That's beautiful. Fantastic. All right, so we have our math textbooks, and I'm going to ask everyone to get out a pencil. I'm going to ask you to get out a pencil. Catherine's got her pencil. Colin's got his pencil. Vina and Finn have their pencils. Isley's got her pencil. Awesome. Now let me get my pencil. We use pencil in our math book. Pencil and math books, guys. We gotta use pencils and math books. Get out a pencil. Evelyn, you got a pencil out? You got a good. Okay, now I know I always tell y'all to use pencil in your math books. I'm gonna actually use a black marker just because it's gonna be a little bit easier for you to see with a black marker. But I want you to use your pencil, okay? All right, so on page number 6 right here, I see a lot of like bowls and cups and things. Let's look at this first row of bowls and cups, this first row of bowls. How many bowls are there in that first row? Yeah, I see 3. Very good. Oh, so yeah, Elliot just said that they're similar, right? Because they're all bowls. But do you notice that the first 2 bowls are the same color, right? So those are exactly the same. We're gonna cross out the one that's different. Do we see the bowl that's different?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that orange bowl is different. Now, they're all similar, right? Because they're all bowls. But these 2 green ones are exactly the same. This one is just similar. So this one is the one that's a little bit different. So we're just gonna cross it out, put a little X on it. There we go. Or you can put a big X on it, it's up to you. Now, let's look at the second row. Let's look at the row with the cups. Does anybody see 2 cups that are exactly the same? Oh, yeah. Look, these 2 cups are exactly the same, right? Because they're in the same position. They're both facing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's one cup that's upside down, right? So it's not in the same position. So we're gonna cross out the one that is upside down. Because even though it's the same shape and the same color and the same size, it's not in the same position. These 2 are facing up. This is the one that's facing down, okay? It's facing down. So we're gonna cross that one off.
Page number 3.
Okay. Now let's look at these 3 bowls. So let's look at the row of the 3 bowls here. Are these exactly the same? No. Yeah, one is smaller. Now they're all similar because they're all the same color. They're all bowls, right? They're all the same shape, but they're not all the same size.
No.
Yeah, these 2 are exactly the same size, right? But this one is a little bit different because it's smaller. So we're gonna cross out the one that's smaller. Great job, everybody. Wonderful. Elliot, if you want to be able to see a little bit better, you've got one of these books in your bin. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, now let's look at the one at the bottom with the coffee mugs, the coffee cups, or maybe they're hot chocolate mugs. Yum. I see that they're all the same size. They're all the same shape. Oh, yes. Elliot and Adeline said that 2 of them are exactly the same color with the dots, but one of them is not the same color. One of them is different. It's plain colored, right? With no dots. So this is the one that's different, right? They're all similar, but this is the one that's different. So we're gonna cross out that one that's different. Wow, y'all are doing so great. I know this is hard on the computer, but y'all are doing wonderful. Okay, we're gonna do one more page in our math books, and then we get a big break. Yay! Okay, let's turn to page number 7. It's got the number 7 there, page number 7.
Please
And
tell
look
me
at
it's
this. Are we all looking at this? Yeah, everybody's on the right page. Wonderful. And we're going
Did
to
you know because I'm
the same
sure
thing,
that,
okay?
like,
So that's awesome for it. I see 3 cars. 2 of them are the same, but one of them is different. Which one is different? Oh, it's the one with the rack on the top in the middle. It's the one in the middle with the rack on the top, right? So we're gonna cross out that one in the middle with the rack on the top. That one is different, right? Okay, now let's look at the row of the little girls, or maybe they're dolls, I don't know. Let's see, they're all the same size. They're all the same color. Oh, Adeline said that one of them have their hands up. Isley said one of them have their hands up.
yeah.
And these 2 are exactly the same because they have their hands down. They're in the same position. But this one has her hands up. She's in a different position. So we're going to cross out the first one, the first girl doll or the first doll. in the different position. Okay, let's look at the helicopters, the row of helicopters. Wow, this one's tricky. But look at the yellow dots. Oh, yes, did you see the yellow dots on the helicopter?
One of them has 3 dots and the other 2 has 2 dots.
Yes, these 2 have 2 dots. Those are exactly the same. This one is similar, but it has 3 dots. So we're going to cross that one out. It's similar, but it's not exactly the same. It's a little bit different. Okay, let's do the bottom row, the row with the robots. The row with the robots. Man, this one's tricky too. Look at the robot eyes. Look at the robot eyes.
And one has 3.
Yes, these 2 robots have 2 eyes.
But
This
one of them
robot
has 3 eyes.
3 eyes. So that one is the one we're going to cross out because these 2 are exactly the same. This one is different. It's similar, but it's not exactly the same because it has 3 eyes. Okay, everybody. Wow, y'all did a good job with math today.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I'm going to ask you to close your math books and put them away where they belong. Y'all did a wonderful job. Isley, do you want to say something?
Yes.
Isley?
Is it our break time?
It is our break time. Let's head over to our schedule over here. And let's check off. You can go. Thank you for letting me know. Make sure you raise your hand. Or wash your hands. Let's check out math because we are done with math. Yay!
Going
Now-
to go pick up Elkie now.
It's break time. Yes, Isley, you're going to go pick up Elkie and she's going to join us this afternoon, right? I'm excited about that. Okay, everybody, we're going to have a break. So we're going to turn off this Zoom because when we get back, we're going to join Miss Burke's Zoom for music. Okay, so I'm going to end this Zoom because when we get back, we're going to join Miss Burke's Zoom for music. All right?